Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And we continue to work backwards through the alphabet and through our fabulous, endless parade of Haydn. Oh, I hope it never ends. Don't worry, it will end. Anyway, first, here's a novelty, a real novelty. La Cantarina, one of Haydn's earliest operas. It dates from 1766, but we know actually a lot about it because it was a special thing dedicated to Anton Esterhazy, his employer's son, on his name day. And it's in two little acts, which were designed as intermezzi between the acts of opera seria. Can you imagine such a thing? It's like, what are we going to do during intermission, during this big, long, heavy, tragic opera? Oh, let's watch a comic opera. There we go. They had interesting ideas of entertainment in those days. But this was enormously successful. It's just a tiny, charming little gem. Act one has, basically an aria, an accompanied recitative, and a quartet finale. And Act two has a couple arias and another accompanied recitative and a quartet finale. I mean, the whole thing is, half an hour long? Let me see if we add it all up. Oh, I'm not going to add it up here. 35, 40 minutes, 20 minutes an act, maybe. And it's delicious. It's scored for strings, horns, oboes, a flute in one aria, English horn in another aria. It's full of color. And it was apparently, got Haydn going. At least ingratiated him to his employers at Schloss Esterhazy. So that's really cool. And it's coupled with the First Symphony as an overture and the flute concerto as an encore. The flute concerto is not by Haydn, it's by Hofmann. But it might as well have been. So there you go. The cast is fresh and young and charming. Brenda Harris, John Garrison, Dana Fortunato, and Joyce Geyer. We all know Dana Fortunato. She did all these Newport classics, Haydn things, or Handel operas, those things. There we go. It's with. Let's see who's doing it. Aside from the singers, Rudolph Palmer with the Palmer Chamber Orchestra. It is Newport classics. It's really kind of funny. They translate La Cantarina as the diva. It actually means the songstress, the singer or singerette, something like that. But that's okay. It's really nice, and I'm happy to keep it. Hang on to it, because it's really a rarity. It really is. Then we've got, the Mass in the Time of War, known in German as the Paukenmesse, the timpani Mass for the timpani solo in the Benedictus, or Agnus Dei, wherever it is. It's the place where Beethoven figured out how to write his Agnus Dei, Dona Nobis, and the Missa Solemnis. He borrowed heavily the concept, not the music. Anyway, this is with the choir and orchestra of Bavarian Radio under Leonard Bernstein. Bernstein recorded quite a few Haydn masses, and he did them very, very well. He was a great Haydn conductor, as we know, from his Paris symphonies, but he's also really good in the choral music. I saw him play the Theresian Messe live, and it was stupendous. And this is also lovely. Bernstein didn't make many recordings for Philips, but the Haydn masses, he did a couple of them. They were on Philips. Weird. But there you go, with Bavarian Radio, along with on Deutsche Grammophon. Remember, he did Mozart's Mass in C minor and Requiem, two of the greatest recordings of those. It's the reference recording for the Mass in C minor. Then we've got the Nelson Mass with the choir of King's College, David Wilcox, and with the London Symphony and the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields and the English Chamber Orchestra. They're not all combined. This particular release, which is a Decca Legends from 1962, has the Nelson Mass, the Vivaldi Gloria, and Zadok the Priest by Handel, and it has excellent soloists. Oh my goodness. Sylvia Stallman, Elizabeth Vaughn, Helen Watts, Janet Baker, Wilfred Brown, Tom Krause. Oh my God. Beautiful disc. Part of Wilcox did, a whole bunch of Haydn masses, which we are going to get to in a video or two, because I've got them all. Then there's this charming little thing. The American Bach soloists under Jeffrey Thomas, small group on Koch, period instrument people, doing the Nelson Mass and the Little Organ Mass. And they're beautiful performances. Surprisingly good. I remember when this came out, I said, it's not going to be anything. But no, it was really, really good. Koch doesn't exist anymore, and so this probably doesn't exist anymore. But it was an impressive job, especially given its source. I was totally enchanted. And then we've got Tafelmusik with the Tülzer Knabenchor and a bunch of soloists under Bruno Weil doing the Theresian Messe and the Nelson Mass. These are efficient rather than inspiring, I would say. They're good performances. Everything Bruno Weil did was decent, but he rarely rose to, heights of excitement. So these are okay. Don't have anything to complain about particularly. And there's lots more Haydn choral music to come. But that should get us warmed up, you think? Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me, and take care.